So audiences or players will arrive at Seven Sisters Station. They'll be split into teams and then sent off on a treasure hunt, discovering clues, bits of information about Tottenham and some of the local heroes, and going through 3 different locales and playing the game along the way in order to solve the mystery and find the treasure.
And how did you come up with this idea? Because it's educational but also fun.
So the project started, it's actually part of a 5-year project called the UpLIFTers, which are a group of young people that LIFT has been supporting to make radical, fun, contemporary art for our festivals. They're working with a digital artist from Tottenham called Imwen Eke, and 2 Canadian artists called Darren O'Donnell and Alice Fleming. So together they've been guiding the young people to fill in the blanks, decide how the game will be played, and envision this interaction and this experience for audiences.
Now, is it fair to say that the game is still developing, you're still kind of testing it in many ways? How is that going?
Well, Saturday will be the play test, so there will be an opportunity to test out how it works and how it feels and what the audience experience is. And at the moment, I've been spending a bit of time the last few days just looking at the site and how it's looking. So it is about the thing that we do at LIFT really well, which is to encourage people to tap into their imagination and to create something that is for everyone and in spaces. And that is what's happening with the game so far. So fingers crossed that the game works out well on Saturday, but there's an opportunity for everyone to come and test it.
And so are you looking for people to give you a bit of feedback and say, this is working, didn't really
Absolutely.
vibe with that, whatever it may be?
Yeah, so we'll ask players to tell us how it's going along the way, and then at the end there's a feedback session where they can say, we loved your prototype, A, B, and C, D, E, and F didn't work. Hated that game. Got stuck and locked in the escape room. Couldn't figure out how Letitia Wright, the famous Tottenham actor, linked up with David Lammy, the famous Tottenham politician. Or they might say they would have loved to have experienced more of the bidding game that we'll be playing at the Downhills Park Cafe, or the experience at Bernie Grant Arts Centre or Bruce Castle Museum.
So you mentioned a few of the names there that I guess have helped put Tottenham on the map. What are we looking at? The culture and the history and the heritage of the area? What kind of things will the players learn along the way?
Well, it starts with the story of Balthazar Sanchez, who was a Spanish Moor who in the 1600s introduced chocolate to Britain and then lived in Tottenham on his riches. And from there, there's all kinds of stories through the ages. Actors, politicians, singers, the scientist who gave the clouds all of the different, like why we call them cirrus clouds or nimbus clouds, and all the different definitions for clouds. Who are some of the other famous people there?
Adele.
Adele.
That's definitely Adele.
Yeah.
Of course, that's a pretty big name, isn't it?
And Shani Wallace, the actress who played Nancy in Oliver, the classic Oliver that we all know and love, was based in Tottenham. So there's a real mix of different types of information and different people, just to show the fabric of, and also to reflect what we're showcasing with those young people, which is there are people from your area in this placemaking space that are achievers, important, influential, and have also placed Tottenham like they are on the map.
And as well as it being a lot of fun, or it sounds like a lot of fun, was that one of your aims, is to make this educational and to inspire children or players, the ones that are taking part, to say, you know, these people did it and so can you? Absolutely.
I think because the game's content and the design of it has been led by the UpLIFTers, this group of young people who are now 15 and about to write their GCSEs, because it's their stories and how they want others who are from the neighborhood and not to view Tottenham, it's about exploring and charting all the amazing achievements that have happened in that part of the city.
So you're talking a lot about LIFT, which is the theatre festival behind it. Tell me more about what it is that LIFT does in the area, or in general, really.
So LIFT is the London International Festival of Theatre. It's a biennial of international theatre. So every 2 years we take over London with political theatre, site-specific theatre, all kinds of wild and madcap experiences for audiences. And for the last 5 years we've been running a project called LIFT Tottenham, which is interactions with Tottenham locals and international artists making shows and different kinds of performances.
And what made you choose Tottenham? Of all the places in London that you could have done it, you thought, right, I want to choose Tottenham because...
At the time, we had team members who grew up in Tottenham and knew the area. We knew that it had a really excellent and vibrant cultural offer, that there were lots of artists there, that were lots of people engaged in culture, but maybe not so many formal opportunities, and that there was a lot to talk about in that part of the city.
And Stella, do you think that there are enough of these kind of interactive educational opportunities for children in London?
Yes and no, because you know, LIFT operates in partnership with lots of other organisations that are concerned with LIFT and are placed within their local community, and most theatre venues and organisations will have a programme that is educational. I guess where we're differing in Tottenham is that we're encouraging people to really reflect about their area and where they live, and that the education isn't about other, it's about exactly where they are and who they are, and that's really important, and there needs to be more of those things, I think.